Alright everybody, here the Mr. Archer here. I am going to the store, and because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, I can't live stream, so I'm going to record a video and update it to YouTube as I'm going out and about. This is my match reaction for for Manchester City 3, Everton 1. Let's do this real quick. And that's because I'm leaving. We're going to have dogs here. Look at that. That's Luca, named after Luca Dean. He thinks we're going for a walk, but we're not. Then my other buddy, where's Kaiser? Sorry, I haven't got any lights on turned in here. And where's my other buddy, Kaiser? There's Kaiser. Hey. Hey, Kaiser. How you doing, buddy? I got to go to the store. I got to go get food for everybody. There's the sunroom, by the way, if you're interested in where I live. But yeah, there's Lukey. Lukey Lukers. Anyway, let's just get out of here. Yeah, the lighting's going to be crap, but we're going to do this like this. I'll see everybody later. I was about to look for my phone, but it's in my hand, obviously. Anyways. So here we go, going outside. House. It's a pretty dreary day out here. Pretty dreary day. Gotta have that American flag, of course. Anyways, back to me. So, I mean, it was a better game, right, overall. Looks like we had some heart, some passion, some desire. But the thing is, they came out and played against us and actually played some football, which the teams that we haven't played against so far this season. Oh, by the way. That's my Cadillac. Beautiful. Well, not beautiful, but long black Cadillac, in case anyone's wondering. You can't really see it, but that's the ride. That's the ride, everybody. But yeah, so we actually came across a team that plays football, that came out at us, that left spaces for us to get into. All that good stuff. And let's see if I can get this to actually stay up here, right? Okay, hopefully everyone can hear still. And actually, can we just put it down here? What if we did this? I haven't really done this before. Put you behind the wheel. I'm not Ollie behind the wheel. I'm not really too sure how we go about doing this. Right there, maybe? Do it like that. Okay, so anyways, right. They came out and played football. And they left spaces in behind, just as much as we did. But we don't need that. Sorry. And we were able to play on the counter-attack. We were able to play the ball up to Dominic Calvert-Lewin effectively. People were allowed to get space in behind. And we looked more of a threat. Sigurdsson was more in the game. I'm not saying Sigurdsson did a whole lot. I'm not saying he was great. But there was potential there for him to have more influence on the game. And yeah, when we saw the lineup come out, I guess we should talk about the lineup. When we saw Theo Walcott in the lineup, it wasn't exactly the most positive offensive way of doing things, but like I said in my preview, we have to pinpoint some of their weaknesses, and I saw as one of their weaknesses was at least their left back Zinchenko, not really a full-on defender, right? He can be got at, and I think Walcott's pacing behind would have done something. I was worried, because then I think we were going to go after them doubly, because you put Richarlison on the left instead of on the right, and we were going to try and catch Kyle Walker bombing forward and maybe catch him out with Richarlison and with Luca Dean, because basically Walker and Mahrez versus Walker and Mahrez versus Dean and Richarlison. I'd assume that was the original thinking behind all of that, but that plan went out the window right away, so we had to kind of revert back to what we would have done originally and what I wanted us to do. So Iwobi came on. I don't think Iwobi had the best game either. Didn't look like he was ready to come on. Obviously didn't expect to play. Had an hour to kind of sit around and see how it was going to pan out, but yeah. And then obviously, there's not really too much to say in regards to Manchester City's performance. I mean, they're a great team with great players. They play fast. Their movement, their fluidity is absolutely amazing. But they left spaces in the middle of the park. They left space in behind. And their defense isn't exactly the greatest. They're missing Laporte. They have to have Fernandinho back in there with Otamendi. And that's where they could have been got at. So anyone that wanted to see Moise Kean start, anybody that didn't think Dominic Calvert-Lewin should be starting, kind of got that wrong, because he's scored, up until that point, he scored 3 goals in his last 2 starts, and then he scored again, and he scored 4 goals in his last 3 starts. So I think those are right. I don't have stats in front of me, but he's been a prolific goal scorer, if you want to call it that, because no one else is putting the ball in the back of the net. Yes, 2 of them were versus Sheffield Wednesday, but that doesn't matter. Strikers need confidence, and Dom has confidence. Yeah, it could have been Seamus's goal. Maybe he should have let it go, but brought it back to 1-1. And their first goal, there's not really much you can do. They picked us apart. They found a spot with De Bruyne being open. He puts in a great ball. Michael Keane could have done better for the goal, but Jesus Navas, what is this, 2012? Gabriel Jesus gets into the box, finds some space, brave header, gets in there, it's 1-0. Our heads don't go down, the crowd doesn't go out of it. We end up getting the ball, getting on the break, doing them some damage, and Seamus with a beautiful run, rolling back the years, and, finds the back of the net. With a little help from Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but, Coleman gets an assist. That's all we can ask for. And then, we got into halftime 1-1. Some more shaky moments at the back, some more losing possession high up the field, and they could counter on us, but I thought we dealt with it pretty well. Second half came out, did what we could. We could see the legs were gone after about 65 minutes, but we were ready to make a substitution. We were ready to bring on Moise Kean, but then we went behind. Silly free kick to give away by Yerry Mina, kind of unnecessary, but everyone panics against City when they get in around the box. And then Riyad Mahrez scores a free kick, left foot, far side of Fabian Delph. Debating whether Pickford should have been able to get that. I think Pickford could have done a lot better. That was his side of the goal that he was covering. Had plenty of time to see at least the trajectory and the speed of the ball. Yeah, Delph's in the way. Yes, there's 2 other Man City players in there, but they spread apart. And then after that, we all knew what the result was to be. Man City being champions, being a great team, pushed on, went for that third, wanted to put it out of reach, and they ended up doing that with Raheem Sterling after a little bit of a scramble, goal-mouth scramble. Pickford didn't get enough on it to get it out the danger. Nobody else read the danger, obviously. Yerry Mina and Michael Keane were out of position and pulled towards the front post. There was nobody covering the middle of the goal, which we'd actually done well. We'd covered the middle of the goal. We'd shut off, the center of our 18-yard box. There was no tap-ins and no fanciness going on. But Manchester City's quality showed through. They're champions. That's what champions do. That's what good teams do. When they sense weakness, when they need to get a result, when they need to put it beyond doubt, that's what they do. And that is what they did. So we ended up losing 3-1. But performance-wise, as a team, for intensity, for desire, for, all that stuff that are the foundations and the building blocks for what we need right now, I thought it was okay. Yeah, there were some not so great individual performances. Yes, our clinical finishing, or just finishing in general, isn't that great. Mina should have had 1 or 2 goals from headers. Dominic Calvert-Lewin should have probably had a second. But Ederson's a great keeper. There's a reason that they won the league. Defenses win titles. And Ederson, not only is he great with his feet, he's also a very, very good shot stopper. And we saw that with Yerry Mina. And somebody else headed it right into the ground and into him too. So can't do much about that. Mina could have, put it either side of the goalkeeper. For 2 of them, he did. One of them, he put right down the center of the goal. And if it had been to the left or to the right, I don't think Ederson was getting it. But at the end of the day, fair result, fair performance. We move on to Burnley. Marco Silva is not at any risk from losing to Manchester City at home. not the result we wanted, but it wasn't a battering. We made a good account of ourselves, and that's all I'm going to say. This is the Mr. Archer on the road match report, match reaction, should I say. Be playing Pez in about an hour if anybody's interested. If not, by the time you watch this, and it's tomorrow morning, Sunday, by the way, those games will be up. Hopefully they're as exciting as the ones yesterday, and I will check out all you guys there. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're watching this. Also, check out the Discord link. We're trying to get the Discord link up and going. Trying to get some people that are able to communicate verbally with me so we can have match reactions and people come on the show, if you want to call it the show, and have a conversation with me. We talk about Everton, we talk about other things, have a little bit of a conversation, answer questions, all that good stuff. Trying to expand the channel, trying to get the community more involved, even though it is a small community, very tight-knit community right now. Well-informed footballing members of this community. We'll try and expand it, but I just want to give everybody the best experience they possibly can, have their voices be heard, and if they can have any input either way. If you have any input with graphics or want to get a column out or want to have your own little segment, I'm all willing and I'm down to do all that. Just let me know. But join the Discord, guys. Don't forget to like me on follow me on Instagram. I'll follow you back if you get on Instagram. We're trying to do big things here. And I will talk to you all later. Thank you.